Hopefully, I got y'all get rights for the night. Let me get my topics. I want to go live on TikTok too. I'll do that later too. Let me get my topics up here. Let me get some music going. Where y'all at tonight? What up? Yeah. You. All right. Get it, y'all. Get it. Yo, Pig. Still popping, man. What up, everybody? Happy New Year to y'all. Salute to everybody that's tuned in on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Hold up, did I go live on TikTok? Good to say, Uncle. Nah, we got the same last name though. I don't know what that shit is. Oh, yeah. So, look, y'all. We got the mean show lined up for y'all tonight. Let me take that off here. And look, last night in the show, we talked about triggers. We talked about, triggers, what your triggers are, how your triggers affect you. We also talked about your triggers and how we tend to put our triggers off on everybody else. How we make our triggers someone else's triggers at times, or how we get upset with other people because if we're triggered behind something, should they care? If I'm triggered behind something, should you give a fuck? I could tell you right now, if you're triggered about something, I don't give a fuck what your triggers are. Your triggers don't matter to me. That's why they're your triggers. My triggers are mine to deal with. I do my own shit. I can't put my triggers on you. That was last night's convo. Tonight, though, we got the main topics. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have more, but I think these four will suffice. Now I mean, so I have that just says ear jerking. Let me edit that. All right, so I have tear jerking moments from TVs and movies, from TV shows and movies. In a relationship, someone decides that they want to be celibate. How do you handle that? Women feel like because they birthed the baby that they own the baby, all the rights to the baby. That's a real topic. Getting out your own way. I have more topics in that. Why are those only ones that showed up? Oh, also, I have Pastor Jamal. And into the other one. Pastor Jamal, wife, you know, decided she wanted to be sexy. I'm not sure if it's for him or for who. But there's a fine line between sexy and whole shit, like, I mean, in exposure. Can't call her a hoe. I won't disrespect like that. But there's a difference between being sexy and too much exposure and sex appeal. So, which ones we get into first? Type it in there. Which ones do y'all want to talk about? Like I said, we have the tear jerking moments. Let me redo that because that shit didn't show all the way. There we go. We have tear jerking moments from movies and TV shows. That's actually something I wanted to get into because everybody talk to a lot of people and everybody be like, yo, that shit kind of got me. I'm pretty sure y'all all had y'all moments. I mean, in a relationship, if someone decides they want to be celibate, can you deal with somebody that's celibate? Can you be with somebody that decides they want to be celibate? Y'all could be getting it popping. You could be talking sheets down, bong, bong, bong. 3 months in, and you know what? I don't want to do this shit no more. I want to be celibate. And they still expect you to be with them. You do that. How do you handle that? Women that feel like they own the birthrights to the baby just because they birthed the baby. What's up with that, y'all? Let's talk about it. And that's not a slight on women. That's just one who act that way. Getting out of your own way. I know too many people who stay in their own way. At times we all get in our own way. You ever been in your own way? But how do you get out of your own way? And the last one, Pastor Jamal's wife's outfit. Was it sexy or was she selling sex? Difference between sex appeal and sexy. Being sexy for the person you with. Let's talk about it. All right? Since I'm not joining nobody on the actual yet, everybody that's on YouTube and Facebook, y'all can type y'all comments. But I'm not joining nobody on the IG yet. Once I start joining them on, then we'll get it popping like that. But in the meantime, it's like Instagram is fucking up anyway. In the meantime, let's do it like this. Okay. Let's do it like this in the meantime. I'm going to talk about one of these topics, and I want y'all to type in your comments. Everybody send y'all comments. I want y'all to let me know what y'all thoughts are on the topics. Let's talk about in a relationship, if someone decides to be celibate. I'm a sexual being. I love sex. I love knocking walls down. Can't hold you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Can y'all be with somebody that say like, yo, I don't want to have sex no more? To me personally, I understand that some people's thoughts behind it. Some people do it as a sense of control. Some people really want to turn a new stone. It's not always, the thing, but they figure out that may be the start, right? Depending on which walk in life they want to do, is like, you know what, maybe I should cut sex out. In the Bible, it talks about sexual immorality a lot. It talks about that being, one of the major ways to deny the flesh, physical pleasure, sex, food, fasting, things you fast from. You can fast from food, you can fast from sex. Deny the flesh, right? So when it comes to sexual immorality, You're not supposed to be having sex until you are actually married to your promise to the person that you're with, right? So if you're already knocking down walls or shorties, you're already getting that dick from the nigga that you with, and all of a sudden they decide that, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I want to turn a new stone. I want to fall back. I want to resist the flesh. I don't want to have sex anymore until we, accomplish certain things or get to certain heights, certain levels. Out of the blue, no conversation about it, or maybe they did drop some conversations about it, some hints about it. What's your thoughts on that? That's something that y'all can do. Me personally, I'm like, yo, look, all these conversations that we've had, did we talk about this before? No. Is it is it something that's being used as a sense of control? Some people use sex as a sense of control. Are you really on the walk that you're saying that you're on? So a lot of conversations need to be had when it comes to that. Instagram's fucking up. Instagram, fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. The people who own Instagram, fuck you too. You fucking up often. Let's start talking about new sites to do instead of Instagram. I bet they block me. But when it comes down to it, if someone decides they want to be celibate, they're not giving up the box no more. They're not giving up the dick no more. Niggas, ladies, are y'all dealing with them? Are y'all sticking with them? Can y'all deal with that? That's something that y'all able to deal with. I mean, like, okay, I see what's going on here. Instagram's fucking up, y'all. It's not allowing me to go live. So, so all right, let's see if it works this time, y'all. Let's see if it works. So, can y'all be in a celibate relationship? A lot of people have no substance outside of sex. A lot of people can't hold a conversation outside of sex. Like, I mean, like a lot of people have no interactions with people outside of sex. So, can you be in a relationship where there's no sex being had? Can you be in a relationship where y'all were having sex and all of a sudden they want to decide to not do it no more? Bucket list boys, what up? Hi, yo. Right now, we're talking about um, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they decide all of a sudden that they want to be celibate. Can you go from fucking to not fucking no more? Can you go from busting it wide open, tearing shorty down, or shorty you knocking the nigga down, and all of a sudden they decide I ain't doing this no more until, I mean, until whatever they say the stipulations are. Can y'all do that? Can you go from getting whenever you want to now it's like, yo, now they just put a lock on that shit. Clack. I think you'll find out a lot about the person that you're dealing with if all of a sudden you decided to not have sex. However, I do say that to say this. If you make that decision, that's your decision. That's not their decision. Unless y'all spoke about it together. But even if y'all spoke about it together, it was your decision. If they agreed to it, they agreed to it. But they have every right to be like, you know what, if that's your walk, you can't expect somebody to take that journey with you. You can't say, oh, this person never loved me because they didn't want to troop that bid with me. Saucy, what up? So talking, let me go you on. Nobody wanna lose. What's popping, Pringles?
Hi, y'all. Good evening.
Oh, you know what? I didn't do my intro.
Oh, okay, do your intro. Did I remind you?
Yeah, I know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Get it right. Bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag Factuals. We live. We'll be yours, Vision, the man and the meaning. I the sort of almost giving y'all that sight beyond sight. I ain't the freshest.
Oh.
Sometimes I am. But I bust some super dope moves. 8:30. Take the bet 108. Selling they got oh hell no.
Oh, hi, Jay Giddens. Look at the people who's coming through.
Let's put out
Okay.
put out my face, y'all. All right, Flossie, what up?
Hi.
Tell the people who you be.
Oh, look at Latera, brother. Hi, Moose. Hi. Oh, I'm Flossie.
What up, peoples?
I'm Flossie so bossy. I'm from the borough that's thorough. I'm from the nice part. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm from the bueno part. He's shaking his head. Don't y'all listen to the host. You know what I'm saying? I got Tantrum Misfits. I got the link tree. You know, if you looking to scale your brand. Jay Giddens, I don't know the topic. The host has to put the topic, you know, in the joint.
We'll get into when she finishes her intro.
I'm done with my nice part.
Yeah, the nice parts is diabolical. So right now we're talking about in a relationship. If someone decides they want to be celibate.
Oh gosh.
Out of the blue. Hey, listen, I
out of the blue.
I was on here by myself. You know what I mean? They let me loose. I was running wild. Instagram be fucking up as it normally does. I got this shit started. So
oh God. Okay.
So in a relationship, somebody decides, you know what? Day 116. Y'all been busting it open. They probably hit about 44 times, 47 maybe. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have sex anymore. I want to wait. I want a different journey in my life. I want to, da-da-da. Y'all together. I mean, I don't know. Whatever your dynamic is. Someone decides that they don't want to have sex. Can you deal with that? Is that something that you're willing to deal with? How do you deal with that? You know? So if someone decides all of a sudden they want to be celibate, that's their walk. Do you have to walk that walk with them? Go ahead, Flossie. So they say, hold on, how do you say that? Jay Giddens.
Jay Giddens.
Jay Giddens, the athlete.
The athlete.
So with me, everything depends on honesty and transparency. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If they're being honest, then cool.
Mm-hmm.
God and my goddess don't have to have sex. I wouldn't make much of a difference. Way different though. Okay, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, no, really. So everybody's different. So I'm gonna be the realest feminine energy, right? If you and this guy, you don't have to be in a relationship, you know, maybe y'all have already crossed that threshold, your friends or whatever the case may be. I think everyone has their choice. You know, everybody gets to choose what path they want to walk. You don't get to choose that for them. And you do have your own choice in the matter to say whether or not you are with that. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, a scenario is even if y'all not in a relationship and y'all already crossed that threshold where you've already had sex, and I'll throw myself out there and I'm like, oh, I want to be celibate now. Well, if you're not in a relationship, I'll give two scenario based answers. If you're not in a relationship, the other person does not have to have that walk with you, right? Because there is no commitment there. You guys will maybe kicking it, your friends, whatever. If they decide to walk that walk with you, even as a friend, great. Right? They're like, oh, you know what? Let me try this out. I've never done this walk, or I've done it before. I want to try it again. Thank you for this opportunity to see if I have that will to be celibate. Okay, cool. Now, when you're in a relationship, whether it's 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, now we have to take that as a different perspective because, as I always say, men are very sexual. They're more sexual than us. They have needs. So that might be a little bit more complicated, or it might not be complicated. It's just I know as a woman, I know men have needs. And if you're in a relationship with a man, most of the time, based on your discussions and we're in a relationship, a man wants to have sex. That's just the bottom line. They want to have sex. And so it's up to that man to say if they want to commit to now you having a journey of celibacy, right? And you can't fault the man if he does not, the man that you're in a relationship with, ladies, you can't fault him if he does not want to walk that journey with you. It's different. I wouldn't fault a man, I know for me, I've been celibate before. It's a dolo journey, because everybody is not on that same journey. OJ is saying it keeps kicking him out.
They get his try to restart your phone and then I'll add you
back. Yeah.
Try to restart your phone.
I think we would really gain a lot from him joining too and saying something about that.
Yeah.
So
I want to hear what he got to say. I've been typing some good stuff down there. Good shit.
Right. So we want Jay Giddens to say some stuff on the screen because he's gonna have a lot to say. So if you say, so I'll give a scenario. If you've already been having sex with someone, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's a relationship of any dynamic, friendship, you're kicking it, or we're boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't like to say boyfriend and girlfriend because we're kind of old, but that's your man, it's your woman. Right. And now the man or the woman is saying, oh, I want to be celibate. You have to respect if the other party is a little bit on the fence and saying, oh, well, no, what's up with that? When did we come up with that? And so that's a whole conversation, and it's a layered conversation because you have to respect that people have their own journeys. Right. And if that's what they want to do, then that's okay, male or female. You know what I'm saying? So if you are disciplined, right? If you have discipline, cool, let's do it. But again, if you choose to be celibate, that's going to be a dolo mission in the sense of you have to honor your own commitments. You can't expect anyone else to honor your commitment to your journey. So if y'all have to part ways because they're not as disciplined or whatever the case may be, they don't want to do it, they don't want to participate, you have to respect the fact that they don't want to do that. Now, we've talked about intimacy on the show. There's other ways to be intimate, but we'll be real. There's nothing like fucking, right? It's a whole different. It's a whole different dynamic. But again, if you really care about this person, and hi Mako, if you really care about this person and you are really invested in them succeeding and whatever that journey looks like for them, great. Again, the other person can't expect you to be just as committed because that's not their journey. That's not their commitment. Okay. So that's what I have to say about that.
All right. Mortgage, tell people who you are, but don't nigga busy.
Hi, Mortgage.
Hey, what's going on? this mortgage eliminator. We eliminate your 30-year mortgage by invalidating your mortgage contract.
Ow.
Ow. Ow, pow.
Stop.
Ow.
Now.
Happy New Year, Mako. Happy New Year, Jay. How are you?
Thank you. Peace and love to you guys. I appreciate it.
Peace and love,
hold on, so we gotta let Morgan go. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. All right, then I'm gonna let you knock
Yes,
it
sir.
out.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, Morgan.
All right.
Get your thoughts on the topic.
So basically, it's basically what Flossie said. The fact is that you can't expect nobody to walk the journey. I will say this: the minute that anybody, male or female, has that thought or strongly wants to walk that walk, they need to let that person know immediately, because you know what I mean. I think that if you've been dealing with somebody for a long period of time, you can't just spring it up out of nowhere saying, you know what, I woke up this morning and I want to make a life drastic change in terms of you know,
Right.
now I'm locking it down, and it ain't reopening for a minute. Like, what the hell?
Not reopening.
So
Y'all are crazy. See, ladies, the men, they not with that.
So that's the thing. So when you make that conscious decision for yourself, yeah, you can't just spring it in the middle of whenever you decide, like, hey, this was going on. No, that's a situation. As soon as you make a conscious decision for yourself, you gotta say, yo, listen, this is what it is, so they can make that decision for themselves. Because even though Flossie said have a conversation, that's a self evaluation, and really you can't really have a conversation because it's like either yes or no or whatever the case may be. It's not really unless you got kids, you know, and whatnot. That down there may change. But if you ain't got no kids, it ain't really too much to have a conversation about it. It's like you made your decision. Now the other person got to decide whether they gonna walk with you in your journey, or they gonna say, this ain't where I'm trying to be. You know, I ain't trying to walk the same way. So, I mean, I don't see too much conversation having with it outside of, you know, but that's an individual. Like she said, that's an individual thing. So, what conversation we gonna have is your decision making is up to you anyway. The only other choice that the person got to make is, do I want to walk with you, and do I want to walk this journey? Outside of that, ain't too much to talk about.
Right.
You
What's up, family?
Tell the people who you are, my dude. My bad, Morgan. What you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, so Jay Giddens, welcome to the show for the first time, know what I mean?
No, it's his second time. It's his second time. No, it's his second time. He's been on here before. Hi, Jay.
Well, no, he hasn't.
He
hasn't come on now.
Yeah.
He's been on here.
Yeah, and I've been on here once. You probably just, you know what I'm saying? It was quick. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Okay. Well, welcome
welcome
back for the second time.
Yeah. I appreciate you, fam. And I watch y'all, you know what I'm saying? I follow Flossie, so when she go live, I'm gonna be there. So you know what I'm saying, when y'all do that, I'm there. But you know,
Flossie got a long following.
And we know each other from work.
Flossie, and listen, Flossie, y'all that. Let me just say that, Flossie, y'all.
Thank you.
Tell people who you are, my dude. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm Jay Giddens. So for those who don't know, I'm Jay Giddens. I use that name because my name is Gerald Giddens. That's just my first initial last name. In fact, I actually got 7 kids, and all of them are also Jay Giddens. So all of their names start with J and G. All right, but I wanted to share, you know,
legacy. I love it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Football team, basketball team.
And it's just getting started too. I'm growing, so you know what I'm saying. But it was,
it's just getting started with 7.
Oh, it's already. I'm behind. So
I love it, Gerald. Go ahead.
When it comes to the when it comes to the sex thing, bro, like I got a lot of different like eras of experience with sexual activity. So like, and they're all in different. They're all in different levels of my own. Look, anyway, look, they all in right. They all in different like levels of my maturity stage. So I got different answers. So I would say, when I went through this because God is, we've been together since April 9th of 2015, right? When I first met her, she was actually celibate. She hadn't had sex for like 3 years when I met her. So she had sex with me though, but she was celibate before me. But she started being celibate, like she stopped having sex with me randomly, bro. Like we was dealing with each other and we had a problem. Like this was before me and her had a spiritual growth where we kind of bonded together and we both grew and became like something that I'm gonna get to in a second. But when we and maybe like 2020 around COVID, we went through this thing where she stopped having sex with me because she got overweight. She's like my height. I'm short, by the way, family. I am 5'2". So she's my height, but she was like 180 pounds. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot at 5 foot tall.
Right.
So, but she lost her interest in having sex with me. And we ended up talking about it. And it was because she didn't like herself. She felt unattractive. So she didn't feel like sexy enough to have sex with me. But this was something that made I was about to leave her because personally, that's not something that I would tolerate. Me personally, I would not tolerate that. If a female tell me she's not going to have sex with me, there's something wrong because I've never run into a female that don't want to have sex with me. That's with me. So something is up. You going to sleep with somebody. Like, so I would immediately end it unless you can talk about it, So I think if your partner tell you that, the first thing you should say is like, what's making you want to do this? Like, and ask them, is there anything that you could do to help it get better? Because then you might come across that. Where I'm at now and what I would share with other men is to try your best. And I know niggas not going to like this. Y'all going to be like, nigga, shut up. But look, try your best to try to get out of that sexuality. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard because you wake up and pussy on the brain all day. I was there. But you gotta get out of that because that's something that takes away from your manhood. Like we not worried about getting pussy. That's not relevant. Like I don't even have that type of conversation. If I was around guys and they talking like that, y'all still boys. I don't talk like that. Now if I decide I wanted to have sex with somebody, that's something like me and that person have grown to get to, but just a general casual conversation of, let's get the pussy and all that, that's 5-year-old talk. Like that, I'm a grown man, but I don't.
Yeah, that's high school.
And then on top of that, it's deeper than that. These are spiritual ties you're having with people. Like you're being irresponsible and neglectful to just be having sex with somebody. Like you can't be just doing that. Like it needs to be somebody. I mean, you can, but look around. What's that? That's why. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's why people killing each other, having babies, the babies grow up without the parents because the thing people forget is that sex is for what? Reproduction. It's not for fun. That's what the devil made it for. But sex is for reproduction.
Married is for fun.
So, well, yeah. Well, listen, I get, yeah. You get what I'm saying. But I'm saying in this world we live in today, they teaching you to do it for reasons to distance you from things like, you know what I'm saying, like stable decision making. Like as men, we can't even think clearly. When you want to have sex, bro, you really can't think clearly. Like it's hard to think straight when you want to do that. I don't even get like that. And a lot of people might not believe this, but me and God, we actually technically having a little thing like that, but we don't even do that. Like we don't. I mean, we've been together 10 years and we don't interact intimately like that. It's not because I don't love her. It's not because I don't care anything. It's just, it's not a thing. Like it's not a thing. What is it? Like, I remember it being though. I remember a time I used to sleep 3 times a day. I remember a time it was like maybe sexual activity going on. Like we used to have sex multiple times a day. But now I look back and I'm just like, that was just for nothing, bro. Like it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time and energy. It's better things you could be doing. It drains you. You know what I'm saying? I haven't personally had an orgasm in probably about 8 months. And I can tell you I do 1,000 push-ups every day. That's not bragging enough. And I'm just telling you, like I do 1,000 every day. and it's easy. But that's because like I got stuff that like men don't really know about because you give that up when you come. Like you can't be doing that. Like you know what I'm saying? That's something I can't even talk to people about because they look at me like I'm crazy. So I be like,
no.
But you know what I'm saying? Real talk. And
you actually, yeah, you actually right because actually what you're doing there, and to his point, I mean, you're decreasing your memory. You're decreasing.
Right.
I mean, your male chromosome, so you're aging every time.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
Feeney.
Asian.
That's what
Yeah,
Feeney is talking
I
about.
don't age, baby.
He said,
That's why I don't do it.
No. See what it is, the mental capacity, and a lot of, to his point, a lot of dudes don't understand that. But your mental capacity gets lost every time when you ejaculate.
So
Right. Yeah.
Jay
Yeah.
Giddens, what you complete?
Oh, I know.
No,
My bad. I ain't mean to interrupt.
What you saying was negative?
He said, "Were you complete, Jay?"
Oh yeah. I mean, pretty much, yeah. That's mainly what I wanted to say. That's mainly what I wanted to say. Appreciate you.
So let me read into the topics, to the comments. So
Mm-hmm.
Free Me 18 says, when a woman doesn't feel beautiful, she doesn't think she's no longer attractive or desirable. Right, and a lot of times, no matter how much you tell her, she's still on that. She's in her own way, which is another topic that we have tonight. He also says that's why men should practice semen retention. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
And
What I'm
then
saying.
only have sex to please until you're ready to reproduce. That's the definition of semen retention. So look, I see this a lot of different ways. I'm in agreement with everything everyone actually said. However, it doesn't mean that I agree with the opposite of what everyone said. Okay, so like, and I say that to say this. Like, look, biblical terms that you said, we're not supposed to have sex unless we're actually married to the person that we're with. I'm never going to go against what the Bible is saying. Old Testament, New Testament is different. However, underlying tones, we're not supposed to have sex until you're married. I mean, also, you're supposed to resist temptations of the flesh. You're supposed to resist, one thing that God hates is sexual immorality. Right? As you said, a man that has sex constantly on his mind is a man that's not focused. It's a man
Absolutely.
that is bound to derail anything that he's going through or doing because he will take down his own kingdom. He don't really want me to do that.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say bound. It's not a bad thing. It just makes you vulnerable. It makes you vulnerable. Like
No.
What happens when you're vulnerable?
You're not focused. You're not focused on the true intent of what you're trying to get accomplished.
Vulnerability leaves you open to moments of weakness, moments of known, and not even just weakness. I would say known weaknesses. If you know that sex, not being sexual intention, sexual immorality is your weakness, you will still succumb to it. Like if you're vulnerable to it, you can know that's your weakness and still resist it. Like, I'll give an example as far as if you have no discipline when it comes to the flesh, anything when it comes to the flesh, food, smoking, drinking, sex, whatever the case may be, and those things are dangled in front of your face, and you can't be like, no, thank you. Now, I mean, what's the saying? If you can't stand for something, you're bound to fall for anything. But you may not fall for anything, but you definitely will fall to that.
Right. On the wheelchair, you're gonna crash in this.
So the thing is, the one thing that I've literally seen in a lot of strong men that I've known fall to was sexual immorality, and they blame the women. But I'm like, yo, nigga, you chased the pussy. You chased it. You succumbed. You gave up the shit that you was doing and that you was chasing because you decided now to chase the box rather than to stay focused on what you was doing. That shit took.
Hey, that started a lot of wars too. That started a lot of wars too.
Come on now, like, look, hold up. What was his name? Was it Solomon? Who was with the head? And Shorty kept asking, "What's his name?"
Samson and Delilah. Samson and Delilah.
Samson. And
I don't even believe in religion, and I read the Bible though. I don't even believe it, but I know you talking about Samson and Delilah.
Man, like she kept asking, "What's his weakness?" And he kept telling her something else until he finally told us, "My hair," and she cut his hair off.
Crazy.
And then now all of a sudden, like every time he told her was something else, everybody coming, he'll break out the chains that they had him in, destroy shit, be successful. And then when he finally told her, he succumbed to the pussy.
Nah, I
mean, the power.
Hey,
everybody just flat.
Yeah, that's all wars out here.
He was no longer that powerful being. Know what I mean? So it's like, yo, when niggas give into the pussy or shorties, when y'all give into the dick, you no longer have the power. The power now is transferred from you to that thing that you
other party. To. Yeah,
that nigga's kryptonite.
With men is so like, especially like so. I was talking to Flossie one day, and I was like, yo, when I was talking, I'm like, yo, as I scroll my shit, all I'm seeing is shorty showing their ass, and she was like, you got to ask that, why is that? I was like, yo, I like this picture, and somebody said, it's my birthday, and she was just showing the ass. I commented on it. You remember that convo?
Yeah, I said you've actually subscribed to that algorithm,
right? And
so now that's what you're gonna see.
Yeah.
Ever since I stopped liking that shit don't pop up on my shit no more.
Yeah.
But think about the algorithm.
Real life works just like that.
Real life works just.
Real life. Let me tell y'all some real shit. I ain't had a job in 5 years. I ain't had to pay for nothing in 5 years because I said I don't want to and I don't feel like I should have to, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I don't subscribe to the mindset that I should have to pay to eat food, that I should have to pay to survive and live. I don't subscribe to that mindset, so it's not my reality.
That's why I go to literally big pockets.
Like literally.
That's why I'm, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm the mortgage eliminated.
I see what Jay Giddens is trying to illustrate. Social media only models the very depiction of life and how we navigate through this 3-dimensional activity. Right. So when you subscribe to certain things, even in reality versus social media, that is what's going to be the frequency. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna keep popping up in your life. Right. So that's what he was bringing up, because when he was talking about how women were saying, "Oh, I'm celibate. It's been 587 days, and they got their tetas out." I'm like, yeah. When you comment on that, you're gonna see the tetas. I'm not judging the tetas though. If that's what the women are doing, I don't. Yeah, that's Spanish.
Hey, they got purpose. They got purpose.
Right.
I know what it is.
Because I'm not gonna do it, but somebody's got to do it. If they. Okay, wait a minute. So I'm gonna say this. You know, let the girls do their job. I'm not doing it, but if you liking and commenting, that's what's gonna pop up continuously on your feed. So if you don't want that algorithm, you gotta switch it up. And then I'm done.
Okay, so
yeah.
Let me do this, y'all.
Not new dad for the second time. She got the wrong people.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Well, I had another kid, but that was last year.
Yeah. You're talking about another person. Yeah.
We call that infotainment and let's get into this next topic, y'all. So look. Matter of fact, Jay Giddens, I'm gonna let you pick the second topic. So look.
I'm with it.
So we have.
Oh, Jay Giddens, she do have a question for you. She says, so you don't pay for anything. You live on a farm and factory. What's your answer for that?
She said, would I want to live on a? What she say?
She was responding to
on the farm or factory, like because you say.
Oh no! I live in a regular society like everybody. Yeah, I live regular. You know what I'm saying? I live off Liberty Road. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Baltimore. No, I live regular. I would want to though. Like I would want to. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't even think that none of this should be here. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh man,
you know what I'm saying? So I subscribe to a whole different
You want to
reality.
be independent from.
The grocery store, you can buy in a video game. That shit is all fucking.
yo, like,
hey, what's that new topic though?
Can I say something, please?
Let me switch the topic, B. Because
All right.
we can be you, Morgus. You already know we'll be on this shit all fucking.
No, because you said something, and I wanted to say something on what he was saying, though. But go ahead.
But I honestly, if I stay on it, we're gonna stay on it. I don't want to do that. So look,
All right.
tear-jerking moments from movies and TV shows, right? We have. Women feeling like because they birthed a baby, they own the rights to the baby. We have, getting out your own way. And then we have Pastor Jamal's wife's outfit and her thoughts behind it. So is it sexy or is it selling sex? So
yeah. Am I still choosing?
Huh?
Am I still picking a topic?
You choosing? Good.
Cause you already know what I'm trying to go at. I'm trying to go at this parents and I'm trying to go at this mommy daddy shit.
I knew it. I knew he was
You know where I'm at. Cause y'all know about Father Speaks Up in New York? That's going and doing a protesting in front of the Queen's Court and all of that. The guy Father Speaks Up.
No.
Father Speak Up. It's a guy. He from Queens, I think. His page is Father Speak Up. But he goes in front of the Queen's Court and the Bronx River Court, I think, and he protesting. He got a PA system. He talked to Father. But I really rock with y'all. I was on his live earlier today and I connected with him. Okay. But I'm saying that to say that's what made me want to talk about this. So when it comes to like women, my opinion on whether or not women feel like they should have, you said women feel like they have rights to the baby just because they gave birth, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like this is an important topic for me because I feel like a lot of men subscribe to that ideology because they was raised by women and they don't have men in their life and they don't have fathers, so they don't know how to be a man. A lot of men don't realize that the baby is no more the mother's than yours on any level. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like any level. But I will say that there are parts of the baby's life. What I always like to refer to it as is think of the baby as a car, right? Think of the mother as gas, right? Because the car can't run without the gas. It needs the mother, right? But think of the father as oil. If you don't have the father, that bitch gonna crash out. It ain't going to work. It's only gonna work for a little while. Yeah, you need the father for it to work well. You need the mother for it to work at all. But you need the father for it to work well. And that's why you see how society like it is, because it's black and father. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to know like both of y'all have rights. And then you got legal rights, and then you got us, what we talking about. Legally, there nobody has the child until somebody goes about. So legally
in America.
Yeah, exactly. The government owns it because so when the baby's born, so when y'all go claim it, it's really the government baby, But I think that father to realize their value. I want to say also think about one of the reasons women think they get rights to the child is because we focus a lot on what a woman's biological contribution to a baby is, but we don't focus on what the father did, right? So we don't understand what that tail on the end of the sperm cell do, right? We don't understand that without that, the baby can't have certain characteristics. So how could it be yours? How could that be possible? We don't understand that we have the living cell. So literally, we actually have the baby before they got. Like
well, life
you know what I'm saying? Like. Say again?
Life comes from men.
Right, exactly. So I think that if men start to internalize this, then they'll stop listening to women when they say, I carried the baby for 9 months, it's mine. One quick little anecdote that I give, bro. If you think about it, like if you got a couple, right, a man and a woman, and the man give the girl $50,000 and tell her go buy a car. She go take the $50,000, go to the dealership, sit in there, do the negotiation, buy the car. When she get that car, do you think that nigga gonna let her tell him he can't drive it? You out your mind. And do you think he gonna just stand by and be complaining on the internet while she driving it? No, he gonna go get his shit. I tell fathers, act like you love your kids like you love your car. And we won't even have this conversation. Cause ain't no nigga gonna let no female play with his car like that. I don't care what you do.
You got in a lot of instances, you gotta tell a judge, yo, that same thing. The judge, the one who did.
I did.
That's the reason why all this shit happens. But I digress. I'll talk later.
Right. All right. So look, I'm gonna say this before man, and a lot of dudes is gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy when I say this. But if you really want to go all the way back, right? All the way back. Before, there was I forgot the book I read, but it was a book. I'm gonna go back to really, because of my business. One of my business partners put me on to it. It was a book where it was showing that way back in biblical times, women carry both aspects of the biological gene, as far as the sperm and the reproductive system. So she carried both at one point, right? Later on, as time developed, and I thought, and as time developed, then men came on as helpmates to the woman, right? And this was way back in the biblical time. But to your point, with what's going on today, I'm not going to really dig into that, because I know that's kind of going off a little bit. But today, let's say this, child support and all that, that's an administrative state aspect that has nothing to do with the child at all. So all that men and women going back and forth in child court and all that, child support court. Look, man, understand what that stuff is about, because it ain't got nothing to do with the child. It's all administrative. All you're doing is paying the state. So all you gotta do too is do this. When you have a child, put it in a trust. Put that child in a trust, so the state has nothing to do with that child.
It's like a business.
Right? No, it is. It's a contract. It's a contract. Yes. The aspect is it's a private contract that the child will be owned by the estate. So your property is when you sign a deed, when you sign a mortgage, whatever, the state that they listed as an estate. So you listed as a house, they listed as an estate. So when they do the foreclosure, they're listing it on the spreadsheet as an estate. Everything is in the state level. That's how the county, that's how the state, that's how they do the bookkeeping, the taxes, and the trust law. Everything is accounting, bookkeeping, taxes, and trust law. So understand that and get out of this. Ain't an individual aspect. Everything in the system is about business contracts and agreements. That's all it is. Why you worrying about it? Why you worrying about it being individually you and him? They ain't worried about none of it. They worried about how we gonna get this bread. So us as black folk, we got to start understanding what that child support stuff is all about. Start learning about trust and put children under trust, so the state doesn't have anything to do with it at all.
Right.
I mean, the state doesn't have anything to do with it until one of the parents does it. So this is
when they sign that birth certificate. When they sign that birth certificate, you're putting the state in it. Don't sign the birth, but if you sign the birth certificate, sign the birth certificate as the trust owning the birth certificate.
See,
okay.
So where the child name go at, that's where you put the trust name at. Then the trust is
look.
I'll say again.
So you're saying your child's gonna be in the trust? Like that's
yes. What you're going to end up doing? You're assigning so the birth certificate is already assigned to you. The birth certificate is already assigned to you at the hospital. So that's you can reassign it to the trust. So when you do a mortgage, you're doing an assignment. So assignment is I'm giving you I'm giving you ownership or rights to do business. Now, I mean, with this assignment agreement. So a birth certificate is just that way. You're assigning the ownership of that birth certificate that they assign to you as towards the trust. So when they say that, they say, "No, I mean, because the trust is the birth certificate is an insurance bond. They have an insurance bond behind that birth certificate. So you assign that birth certificate to the trust. Now, when you go to child support, they be like, well, when they look at the paperwork and you assign that and you tell the hospital, I want to put this under my trust. That's a whole different ballgame. Because at that point, now the state know they ain't making no money off.
Let me help everybody understand something.
Right.
And then I'm going to pass it off to Flossie. Here in America, unfortunately, as a father, when you sign a birth certificate, but when you don't sign the birth certificate, you waive rights. When you do sign the birth certificate, unfortunately, you waive rights.
No, you don't. No. Wait.
Wait a minute, Mortgage.
I signed the birth certificate on mine. So
Mortgage, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure you've been in court and seen people go to custody battles, right?
Yeah.
And as a father, what we can't do, like you can't legally sign the birth certificate under an LLC and then still claim, because even if you have ownership to the LLC or the trust.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can. I didn't know that at the time, but now at the time I didn't know that.
Wait a minute. What I'm telling you is, if you sign your name on your child's birth certificate, in America, is what I'm telling you. If you know your rights, then you know your rights. But if you read,
but you can. That's why I'm telling people what to do. Yes, you can. You can sign it. You can.
On that birth certificate.
That birth certificate is not you. That birth certificate is not you. Wait.
Hold a minute. You're fighting what I'm gonna say before I say what I'm gonna say. You're going down two different paths. I get what you're saying. Even if you sign your name on that birth certificate in America, I know my rights. I know my rights in my daughter. I know that you can't just take my kid and be like, "Oh, that's my child," and you can't come see your kid. Yes, the fuck I can. You listen. I gave you that kid. Like he said, yo, look. You held my semen for 9 months or however long it took for my child to come out. I gave the life. You nurtured it. We have equal rights to our kid. I can take my child. If I say, you know what? I want to move to Spain. If I took my daughter and moved to Spain, there's nothing to no one that can stop me from doing that. American
under that birth certificate. Wait.
Sign the birth certificate. You're now buying to something, because now you both are buying to what America says that you have to do when it comes to that child.
Right. So let me
stop.
Right. So,
my guy, I love you, man, but hot damn, let me rock for a second.
I got you, bro. Yeah, let's listen.
No, because
Mortgage be so excited. He be in lawyer mode.
To me, man. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you're gonna tell me, okay, listen, you want to respond to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that once I sign it, she signs it. Now we both don't own that child no more.
But let me tell you how you can. It's not about owning it. Listen to me. It's not about
kids, right? You have kids?
Yes. Listen. I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me. Now, nothing is about owning anything. You ever heard that saying, own nothing, control everything? It's the same for your children. Okay, so when you sign that birth certificate, guess what happens? They become legally they become property. So what is the trust? Owning property. Owning property. or no, controlling property. My bad. Controlling property. Okay, so if the state issues a child as ownership of property, stop looking at it as an individual thing between you and her. So get that out your mind. Look at it as you moving a piece of property, meaning your house, car, whatever. Take that approach. Do a trust. Move that assigned birth certificate. Have assign it to the trust. Now the trust is the ownership of the birth certificate. The birth certificate is the contract with the state. So when they come to talk to you about your living, breathing child, the trust and the trustee is the only one they could talk to. Mm-hmm. That's it.
The birth certificate goes to 2 levels. It's the state, and then what else?
The state and the trust is the only 2 entities.
The birth certificate goes through 2 levels. It goes through the state and then the nation. The nation owns the state. The birth certificate.
No, listen. You talking about the government? No. When those are assigned, when those birth certificates are assigned, they are assigned strictly under all state government agencies. Yes. State government agencies.
But who can override?
That's it. Federal government has nothing to do with.
Can override that's
no, because under this. Wait. No, that is not true.
Okay, let's.
That is not true.
That's a different conversation. We're going on.
So the birth certificate is strictly assigned to all 50 states, not federal government. Federal government and Congress put who is going to control the aspect of all revenue for states. So children are revenue. But they are listed as property when a child is born in a hospital. They are listed as, I'm going to say that again. They are listed as property.
You ain't
not living beings.
You gotta yell at us though.
My bad. I'm just
Al Sharpton.
I'm just, you know how I get Flossie. You know how I get Flossie. My bad. So, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down.
Like 7 octave notes.
I'm gonna break it down, Flossie. I'm just cooking right now, Flossie. I'm just cooking. So my bad. But yeah, it's the state, they own it as property. So that's why I said, look at your children and put them in a trust, but have the birth certificate be owned by your trust. So when they come talk to you about your child, they have to talk to the trustee of the trust, because it's an estate. So when you put a property in a house, they look at things like that as the estate, the Smith estate, the Johnson estate, whatever the last name that goes into the surname. The birth certificate is creating an entity. It's not you. The all caps name on that birth certificate is an entity that was created, because what that does is the birth certificate, along with the social security number, if you know anything about business, it's a registered assignment of every transaction that you ever done at the time when you were born. So they want to keep a registered log of all your transactions.
Yo,
so that's what it's truly about.
Orlando got me scared.
So that's what it's truly about. And I'm sorry I had to go on that, but I want people to start looking at this stuff differently, because we've been miseducated and given the wrong information multiple times. And we get into these courts and we think it's about one thing, and they looking at you like these people still don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why Rockefeller and all them, yes, they created and they the oppressor that keeps you on the neck. But you gotta understand how your oppressor moves. So you don't gotta agree with it, but you gotta see how the system was set up. Why is everything in a trust? In God we trust, on the back of the dollar. That's the trust. That but I ain't going on a tangent. I'm gonna leave right there. I know
you
I
already went on a tangent.
I know. Shut up.
You already went on a tangent. Talk about I'm not gonna go on. We love it though. We love the informative information.
We appreciate you, my guy. So
right.
I appreciate the info for real.
Women who feel like they because they birthed the baby, they own the rights to the baby. What's your thoughts on that?
Right.
Mortgage, we'll talk later.
Yeah. We will.
Go ahead, Flossius.
Well, after all of that, look, it's not too much I want to lean on. I will say this. Men give life birth. Women are not in control of children. And I'm saying that as a woman. You know, I get it. You carried the child for 9 months. Men will never know what that's like. I'm not. There is no pun intended on the men on this panel, but I must tell you something. This is not for y'all to understand, but to have a body inside of your body for 9 months, nurse, right? Ain't no pause. We talking about a straight up body taking over your body for about 2 months. Okay. Your life,
every woman that could do
hold on, be quiet. You had a long time to talk. Be quiet. When you talking about another body growing, feeding off of you, right? What you eat, this person is feeding off of you. I want y'all to follow me for a second because I'm not justifying why women think like this, but there's a PTSD related mindset as to why women think like this. This person has fed off of your body for 10 months. You are not the same. A woman that carries a child and gives birth and nurses, that woman has not been the same for at least 2 to 3 years.
You're very emotionally
okay.
To that child.
A woman goes through postpartum. 95% of women that have been pregnant and gave birth go through postpartum. We are not going to deny that because this woman has gone through physical, mental, and spiritual changes. Right? This woman does not feel like herself. She's giving birth. She's going, your body. Think about when a woman goes into labor. We're literally, our body, the bones are contracting and doing this. Okay? Men will never be able to envelop or encompass. And I get it. Because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But it's a beautiful thing and it's also beautifully damaging. Mentally and things like that. You got to really be a strong person to come back while you're nursing, loving this child, and also being intimate with your man. And it's a lot.
And that's why we are called to love y'all over everything else because no matter what, the shit y'all
don't interrupt me, Vision.
Let her rock.
What I'm saying is this is not to justify why women... I'm not here to justify it because I've had these conversations with women, right? You don't own this child. But the reason why women think like this is because of all of that I just named, right? It's very succumbing, right? And then if you and that man do not work out or whatever the case may be, now you looking at this man like, yo, I gave my body up for you. I gave my whole fucking life up for you. And you gonna play like this, right? And I'm not saying y'all did it. I'm just saying I've talked to women, right? And it's like I gave my body to you. My body not even the same. I was 135, poom poom pow. Now I'm out here looking like motherfucking Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, right? And I gave my body. I may have even gotten pregnant with triplets. Think about women that got pregnant for the first time. They have triplets, twins, quadruplets, and now you go out here and you want to play. Or we not together. So a lot of women don't know how to just separate that and say, no, he's still the father. He's still another parent, because we're so wrapped up in the sacrificial part of what we did, right? Because again, I'm going to start off with I said, men give life, women give birth. It's a lot of black women that don't even make it through birth, fellas, right?
Facts.
And the only way to get on planet Earth, even though y'all gave life, is through the portal of a woman. That child still has to make it through the fucking portal of a woman. So you can give life all day, but we still got to successfully get this child here on Earth.
And that's why
so this is why women will think like that. And yes, it takes two, but you're not doing the physical part when it's time.
Yeah, you're not doing the labor.
You're not doing the physical part, Bijan. You know what I'm saying? You're there. You're holding her hand, all of that, but you're still not doing the physical part of pushing this child out of your private part. Okay? And that's what I want men to realize. I'm not saying that it's justifiable for women to take a child from their father, because take it from me, I will never take my son from his father. I will never do that. That is not something I condone. That man can come get this child tonight. You get what I'm saying? And I won't. And I don't mean that in a way like he's a burden, but I'm saying if he showed up in the middle of this fucking live, I'm off the live. He about to come get his child, pack him up, and he's good to go. I don't even want to ask you when he's coming back, because you the other parent.
Right.
So that's
you know my
that's
yeah. I know your situation. I know your situation, Gerald. Like you, this is one man who has fought for every last child.
It's not a fight.
Okay, this is and no. What I'm saying, he did have to fight because of what was happening. And so when
I just got finished fighting with the commissioner early today. I just left the Board of Education cussing out the complaints department up there because I'm about to open up a civil lawsuit against men. So
I'm saying this, and I want to finish. I'm saying this from a feminine.
And I apologize, God.
No, you good. I'm saying this from a feminine energy. I totally get you guys have all rights to your kids. But what I'm saying is also not even but, and what I'm saying is a lot of women look at just that piece that I just went over and say, yo, I did all this shit and this nigga went out here and did this, that, the third, da, 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 da. But it's not justifiable. Women, you got to climb up out of that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, think of it like this. It's sort of like if I make a harvest feast, right? I done made all this feast. And you niggas just come and eat. And then you say, oh, I don't really like the potato pie. I'll kill you.
So
like, I just sat here and made this whole thing.
On that, because I like what you said.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's correct, but I just want y'all to kind of envelop where a woman thinks.
I already
like, y'all don't have to nurse this child. You know, when you think about even when you think about back in slave time, we was nursing white people kids. You know what I'm saying? These white women didn't even want to nurse their own kids. We nursing our child and the other child. We doing all this sacrificial shit. But again, it's not okay for you to say, no, you don't have rights to this child. No, I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is give a little teeny bit, not a lot, but a little teeny bit of grace as to where some women be coming from, but a lot of it comes from a lot of PTSD, trauma, things like that, being raised by other single women. They have this mindset that has been embedded in them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Right. Yeah. Like that
seems to be 90% to me.
Right. I've seen a lot of women, young women, be raised by other angry mothers, other angry grandmothers, other angry aunts. And I've seen it, and I'm like, yo, y'all are diabolical. You know what I'm saying? That is, you should not be hating black men. Because at the end of the day, men are our protectors and providers. Don't hate them. And when that man, I tell my son every day, this is my son. And I tell my brothers will tell you the same thing. When y'all step out the door, don't nobody give a fuck about y'all. So when y'all come back home, we are not supposed to be beating you the fuck up when you come through the door. With our attitudes, with our PTSD, you're supposed to be saying, yo, you the king. That's it.
Oh,
You're the young guy. So that's all I gotta say about that. And no man does not have rights to his kids. He has rights to his kids.
I mean, I think.
Yeah. If the man wants to come and grab his child, there's nothing. And this is the thing about women that I don't understand. Why don't you want why don't you want your son or your daughter's fathers in their lives?
It's not about the.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't want to subtract the masculine energy, whether you have a daughter or a son, because masculine energy is just as important as feminine energy when you're raising children. This is why a lot of
it ain't about Flossie, but it ain't about.
Hold on, but my thing is, you shouldn't be doing that. You need a fucking break, sis. You out here stressing out, working 17 hours. You mad because he want to come get him for the weekend? Send that child with his father, you know what I'm saying, or her father. That's where they need to be. They need that masculine energy. They need to see what men look like and what fathers are. I don't know if I would be the same woman if I didn't have my father in my life, to be honest with you.
Right.
You think I would be the same type of person?
Tell you, and
so a lot of things come into play here, and I'll quickly articulate. Thank you for the breakdown, Flossie. And I'm not disagreeing with nothing you said. I'm not even arguing with nothing you said. I'm not against nothing you said. We as men do have to empathize with the whole process. Like I'll put up a video of me working out today, and I said it's not about. I'm not showing you the product. I'm showing you the process, right? Meaning, I'm not showing you the finish. Like, I could easily post. People post pictures of them with their ass out and the slim waists and shit like that. Or niggas post pictures with the muscles, and it's like, yo, how did you get there? Right? It took something for you to get there. So, if women posted, first off, if we all posted the beginning to the end, you're gonna see the dick down, even if it was for 22 seconds. Know what I mean? Into the,
of the child, yeah. From conception to, yeah.
Make me up and make me a sandwich. Know what I mean? To like, know what I mean? To the, know what I mean? Now I was saying, whoa, where the fuck your stomach come from? And now we got problems. A few things come from this. So the topic is, everybody, and we didn't get away from it, but we kind of did. And what we're talking about, how you doing? Is that cause? I don't know how to say that name, but how you doing? So the topic is, y'all, we're talking about women who feel like because they birthed a baby that they own the rights to the baby, they own the baby. And nobody, this is not a knock on women. I want y'all to understand this, because every woman doesn't feel this way. Okay? And also, this is not a knock on men, because a lot of men succumb to it. I mean, or give up their rights to the kid, or some men don't even be around. It's a lot of things that go into, lot of things that go into single parent households. It's not just the father left, it was a deadbeat father. It's not just, I mean, he didn't want to be around. It's not just, they had issues and they split up. It's not always just that. There's a lot of other shit that goes into it that we could argue all fucking day, but this is not what we're talking about right now. I'm going to talk about what we're talking about. So, women who feel like they own the right, so it's like, yes, you go through the whole, whether it's 8 months, if they're preemie, 9 months, sometimes a little more than 9 months. And like I said, the PTSD that comes from that, or PTSD that comes from that, is real.
Yeah.
Right? I want the women to know that when you go through those things, I want y'all to know this. Us as fathers who's here for our kids, you don't go through it alone.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I gotta say this is because a lot of times y'all tell us we don't know what it feels like. We don't know what it physically feels like, but y'all don't know what it emotionally feels like to be on the outside dealing with you going through those things.
Mm-hmm.
Because we as men don't show our emotions. Y'all don't know what the fuck we deal with. And I tell you this because I went through it myself and I experienced it firsthand. And I understand now what a lot of people won't say. It doesn't make us weak,
Mm-hmm.
but if we show it, it shows weakness. It doesn't make us soft, but if we show it, it shows softness. It doesn't make us a bitch, but if we talk about it, y'all look at us as a bitch. Not everyone, not every
Mm-hmm.
woman. What I'm saying is, we go through it together. Y'all are not alone because you physically experience it. At some point, we'll get to the point as to where we're saying that I did this because you ain't do it by yourself. And I ain't do it by myself. We ain't do it by ourselves. We did it together. You experience what you experience. I experienced what I experienced, but that's what makes every experience unique. Because you could talk about it, I could talk about it, we could come together, and what we did together made something beautiful. I don't want to hear how you had to. Well, I do want to hear how you had to. Go through this. Because I understand the struggle that you had to go through and the strength that you had to endure. Because that's what makes you strong. That's what makes you beautiful as a woman. That's what makes every woman beautiful, right? And us as men, we have to take, because y'all go through emotional changes and y'all don't, maybe y'all don't understand the way y'all lash out on us sometimes. Maybe y'all don't understand it and realize it. And sometimes as men, we don't understand that y'all are doing that because of what y'all are going through. Sometimes we may lash back out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because we don't understand what y'all are going through. But then if we really sit back and check ourselves, we be like, yo, if you had a real man in your life, he'll come back and be like, yo, my bad, or what is it that you want, or what do I have to do? That's why we wake up at 3 a.m. when y'all say y'all want something, we'll go get what y'all say y'all want. It's togetherness that matters more than the meanness, the I did this. This is why there's no single-sided ownership when it comes to birthing the
Of this
baby,
time.
because we give the life and y'all nurture the life. It's like they say, a man will bring home the bacon and y'all will make the meal.
Yeah.
It's all about, like, listen, a man will bring you something small and y'all will make it big. They brought Jesus 2 loaves of bread and 5 fish, and he fed 10,000 or thousands of people. With that, think about that. We can't feed our own household. You can't feed yourself with 2 loaves of bread. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish. I mean, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. So what I'm saying is, we are the givers, y'all are the multipliers. It takes both.
Yes.
The ownership belongs to us, not to you, not to me. And so that's what people got to stop thinking, that whether it's from the business standpoint, whether it's from the personal standpoint, the baby ain't yours, the baby ain't mine, the baby is ours. Or because you fucked
Mm-hmm.
up mentally over because we may have had a fallout, don't do that to the kid. Because ultimately, when you fuck me over or I fuck you over, we fucking the kid over. And that's what it comes down to. Get over yourself. And so many people cannot get over themselves that they fuck their kids over. I was watching something today, right? And a shorty, it was a skit. But the reality of it hit home, because the shorty dealt with the dude and they had a kid together, but he didn't know about it. And she kept the kid from him. She said, oh, and they loved each other, but they went their separate ways. But she was like, I didn't want to tell you that you had a kid because I saw so much of a future in you that I didn't want to dim your future. So you fucked your kid over for 16 years who needed his father, and now you're wondering why that kid is lashing out on you at 16 years old, stealing, robbing, running the streets, doing this, that, and the third, fucking shit up. You can't control him. And he's simply saying that, where's my father? And you saying, oh, I don't know what's wrong with him. You're what's wrong with him. So
I
bottom line is like ownership. So as Mortgage was saying, like, yo, when you sign into this, like, so we Mortgage and I went back and forth about the business side. Would you agree with that, Mortgage? Would you agree with that, or would you something else?
Yeah. Well, when you talking about just the night,
Right now.
He's just talking about the birth certificate in general.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the business side of ownership of the children, or like he said, not ownership, control. Right? And those are two different things.
Right.
And at the same time, they could be the same thing. And what I think people lose focus on is when it comes to control of the child, that should be between us. When it comes to ownership of the child, that should be between us. When you, unfortunately, in America, when you sign the birth certificates, we give up our rights. But that's another story, and we'll delve deeper into that. We'll talk about that. No, we can talk about that in another show because that's real.
Really real.
When we sign it, we both lose ownership to our child,
Mm-hmm.
control of our child to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
But the women that feel that way, I do want to lean on what Flossie said. It's probably because of those things that she said, the emotional connection to the things that y'all go through, and I don't want to not be empathetic to that. So
well, you can't be empathetic. You can only sympathize. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We talked about the differences in the two, right? You can't. Men can't empathize. I'm not saying it in a bad way. Y'all can't empathize. Y'all can only sympathize. I like the point that you brought up about we're in this together. But y'all just really aren't gonna know what that's like.
We're
never gonna know what it's like to carry a child and then birth the child, almost lose your life giving birth. You know,
because they have almost an out of body experience giving birth. I mean, like
sometimes you black out. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even going to talk about the recovery even after giving birth. You know, we try. It's not pretty. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
Before we move to the next topic, ladies. Yes, we don't know what that's like.
You don't own the child, but
deal with y'all. Hey, y'all don't know what it's like to deal with y'all. Yeah, I don't know what it's like to deal with y'all, so that's all I would say. So
I get it because I know we're like a Dungeon Dragon. You know what I'm saying?
When y'all pregnant, Flossie. When y'all pregnant,
Monday.
Dungeon Dragon,
like a Dungeon Dragon.
What's the noise?
No.
Rah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's all peaches and cream because it's kind of like Remy in the Bronx after the club let out. You know what I'm saying? It might not be all gravy some days. You know what I'm saying? Because we you know what I'm saying? We hungry, we horny, we all that. When we pregnant, we like, yo, I don't know what to tell you, but
I'm gonna need some right now, but then at the same token, I need some ice cream. I need some ice cream, pickles. I need the pole. I need the stick. I need all of them.
All right. You know what? I just want to say this before I pick the last topic, fellas. We appreciate y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, because I know I was a lot to do with when I was pregnant. All I wanted was my food. If you didn't fuck with my food, we was good to go. Just have my food ready. You know what I'm saying?
But I think you was snappy. Like when you get my food.
No, I wasn't. I actually wasn't. If my son father can get on here, he'll tell you.
You gotta go get my glizzy, nigga.
No. If my son father can get on here, he'll tell you. I was actually pretty easy going. You know, my son was very easy going on me. I was beautiful while I was pregnant. He made me like a goddess. I just was chilling. I just wanted to eat. No, for real. And that nigga ate my food one time, and I was like a Dungeon Dragon. Anyway, he ate my leftover moles, Jay. He ate my leftover moles, the stuffed shrimp. I wasn't playing.
Okay. So don't eat the most.
Hey, Jay, but if you need some help with anything, just holler at me or whatever.
Listen, I wrote my. Listen.
Oh, you talking to you, Gerald?
Oh yeah.
What you say?
No, I said, Morgan said if you need help with anything legally, he got you.
Holla at him.
What's the rest of the topic? I'm gonna pick the topic. Are you gonna really let me pick the topic though?
Yep. I ain't gonna say,
okay.
I ain't gonna say shit, alright?
Okay. Come on, give it to me.
We got tear-jerking moments from movies and TV shows. We have nope, did that. We have getting out your own way, and then we have Pastor Jamal's wife outfit. Is it sexy or is it
I want that one. Let's just do it.
Let's lean with it.
Which one? What you say?
Lean with it.
I want the last topic. Pastor Jamal.
So, I need you to before we get into it, like I mean, I need you to break it down to break it down real quick. Break it down to Vontae.
Oh man.
So because I saw it the other day, I was like, whoa. So on the real, I had to like.
You had to do a double? Okay.
I almost double, but I said, I don't want to look at this. That's a man's wife.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
So I'm going to start off with this.
How you want to narrate it and then get into it?
Yeah, I'm going to start off with this. I am in no way a human telling other human beings what to do, right?
You could be.
I'm going to start with that.
Right now.
But you here with me. I'm not going to tell other humans what to do. Now, Pastor Jamal Bryant, if anybody doesn't know who that is, he had the church here in Baltimore, right? Empowerment Temple. Very, very controversial individual. I'll say that. I'll leave it like that. I say that to say, if you follow me, the fact that his wife wore this dress is not surprising. He knew his wife was wearing this dress. It's no surprise to him. So all this talk and verbiage about, oh, she disrespected her husband. No, she didn't. Because her husband was very much okay with how she walked out with this dress. Okay? So we can't say you can say whatever, but what I'm saying is think about the person and the dynamics of this pastor. This is how he operates. Okay? She did not disrespect him. However, there was comments about, I'll say the comments were comparing her to Beyonce. Well, first of all, Beyonce is an entertainer, right? Beyonce wears entertaining clothes like that of Tina Turner, Diana Ross, whatever, right? This is not a first lady of a, said church, religion, Christianity, though. So the way you all operate as far as first ladies and pastors, the thought is the first lady doesn't walk out the house revealing her cleavage, her butt cheeks and shit like that, right? I've never known a first lady to do that. And I've grown up, we should not be seeing the first lady come out like that, but that's just how the church is set up. I'm not saying I agree with everything, but when you talk about how she came out and what type of dress she had on, that was her and her husband governing. I'm gonna put it like that, right? He wasn't shocked. It wasn't like he didn't know what she was wearing or whatever the case may be. Now, me as a woman, I'm not walking outside with see-through anything. I'm not even a wife. I'm just not doing it. I'm not wearing lingerie with a pair of Air Max on. Because at the end of the day, I'm still Kyrie's mother, right? My son's friends should not go online and be like, damn, this your mother? Damn. Like, that's kind of wild. That's a little bit embarrassing. And even if I didn't have a son, certain things I'm not wearing. Can I wear it? Yeah, I got the body for it. I can wear whatever. It's gonna be fire. But I'm not about to go walk outside with a robe on. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm going out.
Right.
If And listen, you talking about somebody that was in a relationship. I have been told maybe once or twice, like, yeah, that might be a little bit too much. Okay, so what does that conversation look like? Because women don't like being checked, especially black women. You tell black women, oh, no, I don't really like that. Well, you can't tell me what to wear. You can't tell me what to wear.
Nah, hey, listen, you'll be packing your stuff the next word you say. Yeah. If a woman even thought of doing something like that, you'll be packing your stuff the next word you say out your mouth.
So it's like, women got to be a little bit more cognizant. Like, men know how other men think, right? So this is why when you're with a man, most of the time, he's not just being insecure. Jealous. That's not the thing. He's looking at you like, yo, the first thing, and me and Bijan talked about this, and I was like laughing, but I knew what he was saying. The first thing men look at is your print and everything. They're like, you got your print out?
Yeah. For sure.
That's the first thing men eyes go to, right? So you got your titties, your tetas out, your V shape out. They looking at all of that. Why are you bringing that type of attention to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, what goal, especially if you're in a relationship, what goal are you going for? Because you don't need that type of attention. You got a man. You going out, bring your ass home, everything's cool. You ain't gotta walk outside showing off the V print and having your nipples showing through the see-through shirt. I don't even know what the point of that is. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think I want to try to answer with the point. I ain't mean to cut Goddess. I'm
done. Because that's all I got.
No, I just wanted to try to chime in on that part because I think we know what the answer is. I think that says you don't have a man. Like a man wouldn't be with a woman like that. So if there's a man and he's with a woman like that, he's either doing him or he's not fully involved in his manhood. Like a man doesn't operate in that fashion. Like men protect, we king. You know what I'm saying? You do not allow your kingdom to be vulnerable. Period. It's not about and a man who does that is a man who either don't really care about the kingdom or he ain't been taught how to manage his kingdom. One of them two, but it's no way a girl.
He outdoing him. Or he outdoing him.
He said that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He doing him because he don't want you to ask him questions. See, a lot of people think.
To the point.
You gotta relax, boy. You let him finish.
My bad, Jack. My bad.
I did. It's all good, brother. It's all good. I'm interested to know what you had to say about it, but I was just gonna say real quick. I just think that Well, go ahead. What you was great say, bro? Hold on. Go ahead.
No. Finish, Jay. Finish.
Bro, let him go. It's all right. Let him run.
We don't do that.
No. Finish, Jay. I want you to finish. Go ahead. My bad.
You know why we telling him that though, Jay? You know why?
I mean, all right. Listen, I done lost track now.
You was talking about the kingdom and the man protecting.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm just saying that what I feel like honestly, a lot of men. I don't have friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't associate with men because I don't really know any that are one. So I know a lot of boys that got older, but I don't really know no men. I'm keeping it 100, and I meet a lot of guys a day. I don't know no men. But to be real with you, like the problem is these men can't hold women accountable. See, me personally, when you become my apologies, the kids knocked my phone over. When you become when you step into your manhood, I think the real big sign as to whether or not a man has stepped into his manhood is like how he is able to hold a woman accountable. So like a man that makes excuses for women is not evolved yet. He's still up mommy ass. He probably, you know what I'm saying, he's a mama, but he don't know like how to stand on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be making excuses for a woman. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. My daughter, my 5-year-old right here, is more accountable than grown women I know. She wouldn't even let me make excuses for her behavior. She'd be like, Daddy, what did you talk? I failed, Daddy, and I'm going to do better next time. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I raised my kids better than that. But these women today, they don't have no sense of accountability, bro. You can't tell them nothing. And first of all, I blame men. Honestly, I blame men because men suckers and they don't do nothing but stand there and let them do it. Every woman that's abusing her child, guess what? It's a nigga standing next to her with his mouth shut. Every one of them. Every woman that's out there with a child she abusing, it's a father with his mouth shut. Or he on the internet crying about how much she bad, but he ain't doing nothing. Go get your child. Like, I don't blame the women. What are they? The women are unstable. Like, I'm gonna just keep it 100. Women are unstable. They don't. A woman is not going to hurt herself for you. That's not women. They don't do that. They gonna tell you how you hurting them and what you doing to them. We the ones that hurt us for you. We cut ourselves and bleed for you. Women don't have that in them. They don't even understand that train of thought. They would never cut themselves for you, nigga. Please, I gotta be. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand and protect our child from that vulnerability that these women have. Just like they gotta protect their child from us beating the fuck out of them if they get you, because we real aggressive. We gotta understand. We gotta balance. But women have this thing where they will just not give 2 fucks about the child at all. Especially if it's like, you know, from what I find, women don't love their child. They love their child's loyalty. Like women will claim they love their child, but let their child say something they don't agree with. Nigga, it's fuck you. You and your, you know, they kick them out flat out. Men don't move like that. Men don't move like that. Men love their kids regardless. Half the time the kids is looking at the father saying, I don't love you, and they still love you. Show me a mother that'll love her child when a child say they don't. Show me one. Nigga, that never happened. Women don't do that. If the child is saying, "Oh, love you," that smack. And I'm not talking about you, Floss. You know you different. But I'm saying most of these women, because I don't want you to think I'm talking. You know you different.
No, I didn't even think that.
Yeah, but most of these women, like, you know what I'm saying. I see it happen with mine. Y'all know I got 7 children. My 2 eldest daughters. I was looking to see about a picture. My 2 eldest daughters, my 16 and my 12-year-old, bro. I cut the umbilical cord and raised them. You hear me? I'm not a weekend night dad or none of that. I raised my kids. I'm talking about I ain't been away from them, period, right? My daughter looked me in my eyes and told me I'm not her father and she don't know me. My 12-year-old. She did that shit in school in front of the principal and all that. Why? Because my baby mother told her I'm not her father and not to know me and to hate me and all of that. My 16-year-old hate me. Me and her ain't never had a problem a day in our life, but she hate me. And women is able to do this. Why? Because men is weak. Men is too weak to say they doing it. Men is too weak to even hold them accountable. They won't even say it. They'll just be like, yo, I mean, she's a mom. Like, they make excuses. You see how even when we was talking earlier, when it's a woman, you don't hear people saying, oh, well, how's she going to do this? How's she going to do that? They just say, oh, that's the mom. That's the child, right? But when it's the father, oh, I mean, is he going to be able to provide? Now everybody got all these questions. Like, why she can't? You ain't even asking her of it. You just know that that's her child and she love her child, but you don't know it's mine and I love her. Like, the thing is, men have lost their place in life. They lost their place altogether. And really their place right now is underneath the boot of women. And that's where they stay at. Like, honestly, when I was fighting for custody of my kids, it was men that was fighting me. It was men that was telling me, bro, won't you just chill, yo? Just leave her. Won't you just buy her something, try to get on her good side? Get on her good side? What the fuck are you talking to? I ain't cowtelling nobody. Nigga, I take the kid from her. I don't move like that. I ain't cowtelling to nobody. That's my kid. And especially, and listen, first of all, as far as I'm concerned, if you know that mother is doing stuff to hurt that child, you neglect her as a parent for leaving her with her. Because how dare you? You know she doing that to the child, and you sitting in my face complaining to me about your baby mother. Nigga, go take your child, stop playing with me. I be listening to these guys like, oh, you on the internet talking about your baby mother doing this and this. Go get him. What you talking? Go take him. Who's going to do something? Right.
Jay, can I say something? Jay?
If you know that they're not doing this and that the third by your kid, why aren't you your child? Know what I mean?
Right.
I appreciate that. Go ahead, Mortgage.
All right, so Jay, the reason I'm gonna just put it out there. The reason why these niggas out here don't go after their child, and why don't you get on her good side? They don't want the responsibility. They don't want it. These niggas don't even give a fuck. And all as they doing them or whatever, I mean, they good. That's it. They send a couple of dollars over there. I mean, whatever. That's why it should be like, you might as well just cash at me a couple of dollars. I mean, whatever the case may be, and that's it. But because to be accountable means you have to take responsibility as a man, to your point of taking them to school, getting them ready, doing all the parenting responsibility that come with it. 2025, these niggas don't even know what that look like. Know what I mean? They don't want to know. Know what I mean? Then you want to talk about custody. Oh my God. Niggas like, I got to do all this. I got to do all that. I don't even know where to start. Know what I mean? Well, go find the fuck out.
Wait a minute. My apologies. Jake, can you hit mute, please? And I love the sound.
Oh, the kids.
Girl, because remind me.
I got you.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's me. That's me.
No, we love the babies though.
I'm sorry, Jay.
But we did.
I apologize.
Away. We kind of went
from the topic.
Yes. Let's bring it.
No, but I get why we got there because he's saying that we don't. The men don't hold the women accountable.
Yeah.
For the behaviors, even if it's we're gonna go back to the clothing, right?
I got you.
So back to the topic. Men don't really hold women accountable. I had this conversation with a dear friend of mine, which the host knows, and she said something that made sense. And her husband was in the background, and he said, "Yeah." She said, "You know, women, especially black women, don't like to be checked."
Yes.
And that's a problem, right? It's like, oh, you telling me this? Oh no, like we have all this going on, right? The shoulders is moving, you grabbing invisible air out the sky. You like, how dare you check me? And when I was talking to her husband, I know y'all laughing, but it's a real thing, right? I was talking to her husband, and he said. Jason was like, you know, it's very rare that you can really check a black woman about what she's wearing, how she's moving, what she's doing with the household. But the man is supposed to check the woman when she's falling off balance, when she's not on her shit, and vice versa. It's like, yo, King, you've been wearing the same fucking hoodie for 17 days. What are you doing? You good? Everything okay? You making me worry. You ain't take a shower in like 15 days, just like the man. It's like, damn, baby, you done had that twist on for like 5 days. I know we working hard. What's up with you? Instead of going outside, going to fuck on another woman, I'd rather my husband say to me, damn, you all right? You good? Like, what's going on with you? Get yourself together. Right. Like, I know shit get hectic sometimes. I'm just giving you a little gentle nudge. But some black women be like, oh no, don't check me. So it's like, I told y'all earlier.
You're not my daddy.
Right. I told y'all earlier. There was one or two times.
You don't know your daddy.
Right. There was 1 or 2 times where I was so like, yeah, that outfit might be a little bit too much. Maybe change the bottom or the top. I don't know. But it altogether is a little bit too much. I didn't get argumentative. I said, you know what? You're right about that. So, what we talking about? It's that simple. But most women will argue a man down. You going to the Beyonce concert, you got a leotard on with some sneakers. Where you going?
Or y'all hit this saucy. You met me this way. You met me like
that's true though. But that's real though. That is real though. But if you meet somebody that way,
if you met them that way, Morgan, wearing a leotard and some Air Max, I don't know how much change you looking for.
Yeah. That's a different situation. But Morgan.
No, because we could have been at the Beyonce concert with him.
Something about Pastor Jamal's
right.
So the outfit she was wearing, it was very hugging to the body, but also this part was see-through.
The motion is wild that the host is doing. He said this part.
Real rap. Like,
I missed it.
From this titty to that one. They were from this to that one. Like you damn near saw the pussy. Like you saw.
No, it was given
I want to say this. One quick thing.
It was something a stripper could have wore and she would have made money.
Yes.
And it's like,
right.
So as a matter of fact, think red carpet nowadays, how they come out and all they want to do is put like a little lasso over the nipple. I mean,
right, yeah, it's like a little string, going up the nipple.
Oh, wow.
So like, and that's a pastor's wife, but it don't matter if it's a pastor. How do you feel about that?
So the thing about it is, first of all, Bryant was on Cam Newton's podcast.
Right.
I knew it was already an issue when the nigga said this. He said, damn, Cam, your legs look good. What?
Hey, yo.
What? Go back to the interview.
Excuse
right?
me?
Yeah, he said on Cam Newton's podcast. So Cam Newton asked him a question. Cam Newton asked him a question. Cam Newton asked him a question about something, right? He stopped Cam Newton in the middle of the question and said, "Damn, Cam, your legs look good."
Pause. I don't want no more.
So to your point, I can see why she came out like that. She came out like that because, to Jay's point, he doing him, whatever that look like. You know what I'm saying? But that's what that is. And to Jay's point, ain't no real man even gonna let you get to the door front. Exactly. What you on? What we doing?
But that's what I was saying, Morgan.
What the hell are we doing?
But Morgan, that's what I was saying.
I know you done bumped your head, you done did something. Cause I know the hell you ain't leaving out this door.
You gotta look him up. That's why I said what I said. When we're talking about this particular pastor, people that are from Baltimore, we're not shocked. Yeah. We're not shocked. Yeah. That's why Gerald didn't say that.
We talking about a porn star or something. We talking about a guy.
We're not shocked that his wife is doing this. It's very clear. We're not. There's a lot of... I'm not going to go there because I don't want the podcast to get shut down. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of controversy. No, I'm just saying there's a lot of...
Now, he's known in Baltimore. Yeah. He's known in Baltimore.
And guess what? He cannot come back to Baltimore. Let's be clear. He cannot come back to Baltimore and be a pastor. And his mother and his father are bishops. Okay? They are up there. They're like high ranking.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his mother and father are high ranking in the AME church sector. Okay? And
you know your camera turned around, Gutter?
Yeah, and they told him, I turned around because I got up. I do that.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I
don't get up anymore. Excuse me. I don't get up anymore, Gerald, when the camera's facing me because no.
It'll be a distraction, Gerald. It'll be a distraction.
No. So, they as I'm gonna keep it respectful, right? And I used to go to his church, right? And I stopped going. That's a whole nother subject. But his own parents told him he needs to step down. Now, if your parents ask you to step down, there's a lot going on there. Right. And they're high ranking. Okay, so now he goes to Atlanta because he has to rebuild. He has to start over.
To rebuild.
Exactly. I don't care what you're talking about. Church, crime, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Everybody goes to Atlanta to rebuild. So the fact that his wife is out here doing that, think about it. His first wife was Giselle, who's on Potomac Housewives now and whatever. There's no shock.
The Tom Brady wife?
To me. No. Giselle is... you thinking about that Giselle. No.
I don't know.
Giselle... Yeah, Giselle was the first wife of Empowerment Temple. That's the first wife with the twins that he had while he was a pastor here in Baltimore. They are not together anymore for several different reasons. And so...
Giselle.
Okay, bye. Don't do it. Don't do it. But what I'm saying is we are not shocked. Those that know of him or know him on some type of level, we're not shocked that his wife now stepped out like that.
So
we're not.
So look, y'all. So the difference between like sexy and selling sex.
Ooh, let's talk about that. So let's talk about that.
So
what was it again? I missed it.
The difference between sexy and selling sex, like sex appeal and selling sex.
It's a fun,
yeah.
It's not even a fine line. It's really a very it's written in Sharpie. It's not in pencil.
Ooh, written in Sharpie.
Yeah. It's a real thick line, and shorties know when they selling sex. Or when they just being sexy. When you being sexy, you being sexy for the person that you with. When you're selling sex, you want attention from everybody else on the outside because for some reason you want to get something, you want to draw something from the person that you're with, or maybe you feel as though you're not
From
getting
everyone.
that. So look, it's like we got to realize. I don't care. Like a lot of people say that he agreed to her wearing that shit. It doesn't mean that he was okay with it. This is something I also told my sister. Or because your husband said, okay, I mean, that's what you want to wear, then wear it. It doesn't mean he was okay with it. There's a difference between the two.
But why would he say that?
Yeah, but he's not supposed to do that. That's misleading.
Yeah,
but he ain't no man. He's not walking out the door like that.
Like, look.
No, I got a question. That was my question. Yeah.
Would you do you want to be right or do you want to be happy, right? And the thing is, you're not going to be happy. A lot of people like, so that saying, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy is the same thing as saying happy wife, happy life. There is no happiness.
That's a sense statement.
There is no happiness in watching something going down that you're not okay with. And that's for a woman too.
But that goes back to what Gerald said about y'all not y'all.
That's a step mindset.
Holding women accountable. Because why would you agree that
Bottom line is
if you're not okay?
Like, look, I will tell you right now, I could be with Sanaa Lathan, I could be with Halle Berry, I could be with fucking Salma Hayek. I don't give a fuck with like Regina Hall. Like, if you're dressing like that and we're out in public, you're walking out by yourself. And when you come home, I'm not going to be there.
Rightfully so.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Rightfully so.
The attention you want, go get it. Go get it.
It's inappropriate.
We're not doing
Definitely
that.
inappropriate.
We're not doing that in my watch. If I can't articulate, if I can't tell you that now you're not wearing that and you say you got a problem with it, you got a problem.
You doing the Remy Ma after the club?
So my question.
Don't tell me what to do.
Look, my question to you, brother, is: do you say
what you gotta look at me to fight him, and if you wearing that, don't look at me to fight him.
First of all, I gotta go with you.
Are you gonna? That's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna stay with him?
No, I'm out.
Right.
No, when you say
I don't mean physically. I mean
you want the village, have them because you're gonna have them at some point.
Wow. They no good.
They no good. You want the village? Take the village.
Yep.
They're not good enough.
Take the village over the house. You want it? You got
it.
So beat it.
Get rid of them.
Like fuck it. Don't
damage you.
Because now go to whoever takes you. Like because whoever gives you that attention that you want. I don't even play that. I was just doing that to get your attention. I'm not even doing that no more. I went through a lot of shit already. So we're like, I've seen shit, let shit slide because I wanted to fight for something bigger. But what was really bigger was not fighting for
just the respect. Yeah, just being.
Yeah, that's a level of respect.
Yeah, just being respectful.
Yeah, because when you let certain shit slide. This is gonna become a fucking a slalom.
It's
gonna become a ski slope. It ain't gonna become a hill no more. That's just now going like this. Like now you gotta fucking whoosh, bite into your peppermint patty on that motherfucker. Like no, it ain't happening no more. So like yo, take your shit, get the fuck out of my face. That's something I won't accept from anybody at this point now because like it ain't that I accepted it from them because I accepted it from them. It's because I accepted it because of a purpose that I thought was bigger, but I allowed them to get away with it, if that makes sense. And that's what I think a lot of people do, men and women. I think a lot of times we don't accept the person, we accept the purpose that we think is bigger, but that person
the bigger picture, yeah. But if the other person doesn't see the bigger picture, that's where it gets lost.
Because they don't know what the bigger picture is. They don't see a big picture. They're not capable of seeing big pictures.
They see the moment.
They're fucking seeing Kodak flashes. I mean, you gotta fucking get them with the fucking little insta like, I mean, Instamatica shits like, bang, here, right there. Take that. That's what you get.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what the big picture is because they don't see anything big.
They didn't.
Because everybody ain't even on that type of time.
Yeah, everybody.
A lot of people ain't even on that type of time. Now, I mean, when you elevate, when you know what your purpose is and whatnot, it's either you gonna get on this ride and we gonna ride, or if I got to explain the purpose and argumentative about what ain't looking right, and you give me 2 seconds of an argument. Oh, it's like this. To your point, I mean, you go ahead and handle that. By the time you get this shit gonna be hello. What the hell?
the whole sexy versus selling sex. It's very. A lot of women really don't know how to encompass that idea.
Yes.
Okay, fellas, I've had this conversation with a room full of women, and I'm going to play devil's advocate. Some of the conversations are, well, I can wear whatever I want. Men should still respect me. Okay. Well, what is it that... What is it? I said, give me an example of your most outlandish idea of an outfit and a man supposed to respect you. Oh, well, if I want to wear something where my cleavage is out, I'm good.
And the print too?
Okay. So what's your goal when you put that outfit on now?
Right.
Walk me through that.
Are you respecting yourself? Who should respect you more than you respecting yourself?
Here's where the attack mode came in on me. Well, Sheena, you're always sexy. I don't got my titties out though.
The thing is,
you can't blame me for what God already did.
Shorty out, and she have her skirt that comes right below her butt cheek. Know what I mean? And the top to come right here. She's out at 3:00 in the morning, and she's walking around. It's like, oh, well, a man should still like, no. Listen, niggas are gonna do what niggas do. Niggas gonna think she's more easy and susceptible to get to.
Right. I'm gonna finish this scenario though.
The time she's out. Men shouldn't do that. I'm not
the scenario though, right?
What somebody should or shouldn't do. That's a different.
I'm gonna throw this scenario out. Well, Flossie, you always sexy. I said, well, describe some of my outfits. Go over my page. What do you see me wearing?
Right. I mean,
it's sexy, but I'm not out there like.
Yeah, it's not.
Come by a slice.
Yo, you can see part of the pussy.
Yeah, it's not Prince. It's not Prince. Yeah. So it's not Prince. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I played devil's advocate. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. Men have to be just as much in control. And here's what I'm gonna say to the men. There are Muslim women that get raped in full guard.
Yes.
All they showing is their eyes. And they get raped.
That's the sexy part.
So my thing is, what did she do wrong when she walked outside with a whole cloak on, right?
Hey, Flossie, let me mention something to you, because that argument you say right there, that's just a runaway from accountability, and women use that because they don't want to face nothing. Not you.
I'm not giving an excuse, but what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
All parties need to be held accountable to some extent, but women should not think that it's okay to walk outside half naked and not think that something is going to happen.
Yes.
What I will say is there are some very, very predatory men where though women walk out. I can walk out with a whole tantrum sweatsuit on and still get
right.
I was minding my business.
You do have men who look at certain women and like what they have on and be like, okay, she doesn't have a father in her household. She doesn't have this. She looks easy.
So y'all are different, right? From the men I'm talking about. So you got some men that it doesn't matter what you got on. They're just out there.
Yeah, see, I know how to think like both. So I give the response to both.
You get where I'm going with that, right? So like a woman in full guard, she doesn't deserve to be disrespected and raped and her ass get clapped, right? I'm gonna give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more argument. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna give you one more argument that was presented to me. Black women specifically are disrespected more than other races, right? In the sense of you're not gonna slap a white woman ass out of nowhere.
Right.
It don't matter what the fuck she got on.
Right.
A black woman put on the same fucking outfit. We know that we're shaped different. I'm not arguing that. We know that a white woman, you know, put on right. It's just like when we looking at a model and she put on an outfit and I look at it and say, I'm gonna get that. We're gonna look totally different. But what I'm saying is the level, it goes back to what Malcolm X said, the level of respect for black women is very fucking low.
It is low.
Like we'll ourselves. For themselves. There's no reason to respect somebody who don't respect themselves. Black women look horrible right now. There's no reason to respect the black woman. Not from the internet.
And I do want to say, Gerald, we've talked about that on a previous episode, especially with the younger black women. There's a lot of bird activity that goes on, right? And I can't even vouch for them as I guess, older black woman. It's like, oh my God, what the fuck are y'all doing? They don't
even allow with you.
If you turn around nowadays,
you know, being 23 years old with 5 kids, wow.
But listen, if you turn on TV nowadays and you see a black woman, what is she doing? More than likely, what is she doing?
Twerking. That's all she's gonna do is twerk.
Right.
There's nothing else for a black woman to do. Like if you bring, go ahead.
In the 90s or the 80s, and you saw a black woman, what is she doing? You saw Claire Huxtable.
Oh yeah, she probably was reading, learning, caring for the children, doing something nurturing.
But now we gotta take it like this too.
Pause.
The society, today's society, social media creates that scenario at the same time. So at the same time, while we take, I'm not saying don't take accountability for what Flossie said too, but at the same token, back in the 80s, see the show. I mean, a group of people and a community. The fact of intelligence. I mean, well versed, financially literate, whatever. That ain't the scenario, because that means if we're kings and queens, then that's the empowerment of control and economic stability. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want the fuckery. They want the fuckery. They want.
Let me ask y'all a question. My bad to cut you off, but I like what you're saying. So I got to ask you this because of what you're saying. With Queen Latifah, Moni Love, would they sell records today?
No.
Would they be to the standard that they was then today?
No, not really.
What do you think, Jay?
No.
No.
Let's answer honestly. Do we all think no?
No, they wouldn't.
Look.
They were talking about, like he said,
women empowerment
and high vibrational, activity. That's just not what it is now.
How many people
not that.
Move on that level? Even though Latifah was with a shorty, I will still take her word.
Right.
Even though she's with a shorty, though, she's very well versed. She's educated, and she has. Yeah, her mind is in 2090, so she's not out here talking about because
but still.
I mean, we outside of that. Not talking about, I just want to fuck with these niggas and get a $1,200 wig and I need my motherfucking she's not talking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Queen Latifah still is the queen. So I say that to say this, man. Like, so many people will tell you what they want, but show you differently. So many people will say, oh, y'all as men or y'all as women are supposed to treat us like this, and they don't treat themselves that way. So the thing is,
drop a bomb on that.
You can't ask for respect from someone else when you don't respect yourself. And so what I say,
that's what Gerald says. Yeah.
If you're outside, if I'm online, And my every post is like, yeah, shorties, y'all don't know about this, and it's all, and I'm just showing nothing but money.
You leading with money.
I can't expect nothing less than to show you to come at me for the money that I have. Are you taking me?
And then get offended, and then get offended. Then get offended when she's like, "Let me get a couple dollars."
But the crazy thing is, guys, some guys do that.
If a shorty's coming out and every pick is like, yo, from the side with the ass. I mean, and this is what I see so much. It's like everything is showing the ass and walking away. Oh, a bitch could never. Why would a bitch want to? You know what I mean? Like the thing is, like, if that's all you showing, like, what else do you want me to want from you? So don't want me to want more for you than you want for yourself. And that, ladies, I'll tell you this straight up. If all you showing me is ass, all I'm gonna want is ass. I'm not gonna see the bigger, the more in you than you're gonna see in yourself. Why? Because I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, that's like if you go to school, that's like
even if I do see more in you, I'm not gonna pour into you
at this point
now because it's a waste of my fucking time. Why? Because you're not worth it. You're worth it, but the fight that it's gonna take to get you to understand that is gonna take a decade to even pierce the beginning level of showing you that you're worth more than that. And then you're gonna just leave me for somebody who just want to get you for your ass anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like if you go to school and you get a college degree, but you on the internet with your ass cheeks out. I don't know shit about your college degree.
That's everyday morning.
It's
a bunch of bartenders out here. Strippers.
The president had.
But what I'm saying, Flossie, I don't know nothing about that. Now you could have all that. I'm saying, but if that's what you presenting, now I mean outside of that, and I don't know you, and I don't know, okay, and because it's different when you know a person and you know they just doing it for whatever reason they doing it. Even though you might be saying, yo, like you could go another route or whatever the case may be, or get the bread a different way. But if you don't know that person, then you like, I mean, and you could have all the degrees in the world, but if this is the first thing I see, you can't get mad because you saying respect me.
I'm about to chop you up a quick second. It don't even matter if you have a degree. Okay, let me be very fucking clear here. I know plenty of hoes with degrees. Okay,
I was about to say that.
Plenty. That does not fucking matter. Having a degree and having money does not equate you to having a moral compass.
Yeah, right. You
okay? Okay, so none of that matters. Okay, I ain't mean to chop you up like a chopped cheese steak from the Bronx, but we gonna get right down to it. It don't fucking matter.
Right.
If you have a degree,
hey,
you got mad money. What you gotta say, Gerald?
No, I was gonna say I want to share something real quick. I just want to say, like, it came to my mind while Morgan was talking, that we have to realize too that we have to take accountability for like responsibility for our own. Like for instance, right? I don't. The reason I'm so happy in my life and positive, and every post I make, I say, remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle. And the reason I'm able to do this is because nothing can hurt me, nothing can fuck with me, because like I control my own reality. So like everything that I'm going through, I did that. Can't nothing happen unless I say it happened. So I'm beefing with my baby mother and I'm going through this, but that's because I messed with her. I was silly. I was out here chasing girls. I used to be down Federal Hill in my BMW looking for, you know what I'm saying? I know what I used to do. Ride around fellas looking for them. Yeah. I knew what I used to do when I was out there trying to get girls. Yeah, Federal Hill and Fells Point. That's where you get the ones that's
I know.
Yeah, they walking around ready to go. Anyway, point of the matter is, you know what I'm saying? When you live that kind of life, you have to be ready for what comes behind it. So you shouldn't even be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of the guys that's messing with girls, I can tell a girl from a mile away. Like I can look at a girl for 5 minutes and already tell you what she's doing. Like you just gotta Some people might call it judgmental, but at the end of the day, call it what you want to call it. You can look at a girl and see if she like Cardi B for the first 5 minutes. If you decide you want to sit there and ignore all of this shit she's showing you, she acting like every girl on Baddies, she acting like all of the stupid shit, and you want to just try to look past that and say, no, she just a regular girl. Whatever happened, you deserve that. You asked for that.
Right,
Why would you even mess with a girl like that? Like if a female was interested and was like that, I would. Oh, good. Right, discernment and judgment. Yeah.
I like that topic actually. You need to be judgmental a little bit though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You need to be a little. You need to be a little bit judgmental. I got you.
It's a gift and a curse.
That's
You can work to your advantage.
Hey, Flossie. And you might get some DMs for making that statement because most women don't say that. So don't be surprised if you get the DM.
I don't want people to look at being judgmental as a negative thing. I need to make a judgment as I'm observing you. I need to make a judgment when I'm looking at the car. I'm in the middle of buying a home. I need to be judgmental on the houses I'm looking at. I can't just be going for any fucking thing. So when people say, "Oh, you're judgmental," I be like, "Yeah."
That's fair.
Well, holler at me on that before you do that paperwork on that house clause.
I got you, Morgan.
We will.
No, there is a difference. Yeah.
Please send me that because that is a very important conversation. Discernment and judgment are two different things.
Look, let me slide to the left and write that down real quick. No, I'm gonna write it down because I'm gonna forget.
And now it's time to say goodnight.
He getting hungry, y'all.
He ain't say my pork chop upstairs.
Good time, Daryl. Thank you for joining.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, y'all don't eat pork?
My ribeye steak. Oh, you eat pork?
They not eat?
My bad.
The whole
you don't eat
pork.
Okay.
Mortgage, you eat pork?
Salute to you, brother.
No, I don't eat pork either. My bad. Okay, salute to you, Morgan.
I be swining and dining.
Hey, yo, Jay Giddens, I mean, tell people your outro, my dude, what you doing, how you get down, where they can find you.
Yeah, for anybody watching, again, you can follow me at Jay Giddens the Father. You can do Jay Giddens the everything, bro. I'm Jay Giddens the Father, the gamer, the athlete, the artist, the paralegal, you know what I'm saying? Because I do everything. So on any of those pages you can follow, feel free. Yeah, man, that's it. Once you go to my page, it's all laid up. I'm gonna I run my mouth a lot, so I got it.
Gerald.
I hope y'all join y'all again. Y'all do this
more frequent on the show.
Yes, sir. How often y'all do this?
Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
No, it's not.
That's it. I appreciate that.
You know what to do, Morgan.
So, this mortgage, the eliminator, we eliminate your 30-year mortgage by invalidating all your mortgage contracts because they're full of, you know what.
Hey, I'm gonna need a mortgage. I'm about to follow you, man.
Y'all gotta connect. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying?
Look, and Morgan's got busy on that show. He talked about like people getting seized, homes getting seized from liens and things like that, and
the HOAs.
I'm not sure people hit you.
I gotta do another one.
I'm like, yo, he's right there. Holla at him. Why are you coming to me when
holler?
I gotta do another segment.
And guess what? I think they scared to holler at me because nobody has hollered at me, but I know they would hit you up at that show because people was like, yo, that joint was fire, dog. Like,
it's like, yo, what was he talking about? I said, yo, it was like, how much would he charge? I said, contact him.
See, now you see what I'm talking about.
Yes.
People will go on the show.
Y'all gotta do another one like that.
Y'all contact him.
But for the new year,
and they will not do it. They like, wait a minute. Yes, I have a consultation fee, but if you want to know how to do the joint, then like we gotta talk.
Okay,
but I gotta try.
Let me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There was 2 more seizures in my neighborhood, and they was on the show.
Let me.
And they ain't call me.
Wait. I understand something, especially about our people. It's not gonna take one show to do that, so that's why I gotta do another segment. You gotta keep doing
They
it.
got that home season. They was
People will come.
Yeah, I know, but you're right.
No, y'all should do another.
See that? Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just saying. We think that I'm gonna do my outro. But here's what I'm gonna say. Well, when I have cancer, right? And I would run advertisements and shit like that. I used to get mad because people didn't like bite the bait. You gotta do it repetitively.
Doing it. Well, pause.
You gotta keep doing it. Somebody gonna feel you.
I'll say this though. I'm gonna say this real quick.
You're not gonna say nothing.
Sorry.
Because it's my turn. You're not gonna say nothing.
I heard that. My bad, Flossie. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, y'all had a really good segment. y'all need to get. No, y'all know I'm not disrespecting mortgage. I love the mortgage, but listen, you have to do it over and over and over again. God gonna connect the people to you. Okay? And so the host mind is always in the gutter, but okay, let's ride with it. When you do it over and over and over again, what happens? Eventually, somebody gonna feel you.
Some cheeks over and over again.
Nope. So
you know how men's brain works?
Yeah, I know.
When you say it over and over and over again, all of our brains went there. It don't matter if you want to be like that or not. Your brain go there. Mine went there, and I don't even have sex.
Listen, Gerald, I know.
Hey, Gerald, no, I was thinking about the money, Gerald. I was thinking about the money and what to do.
I'm trying to give y'all a formula for the advertisement, but the thing about advertising, and that goes with what the host was doing. Everything is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power. So when you are doing marketing, when you tap in, it's gonna happen. Y'all have to have another segment though. I don't know what the next one is gonna be. When y'all do another segment and Gerald tap in and give his table, I'm telling y'all, keep doing stuff like that. But anyway, my name is Flossie So Bossy. I'm from the borough that's thorough. Fuck all the mother boroughs. I'm from the nice part, the window part. Everybody be quiet. Click on my page, Tantrum Misfit. Gerald, don't do it. Tantrum Misfit. Click on the link tree. Thank you for joining the Flossie So Bossy show.
Yo.
We appreciate y'all. He's not gonna argue. It's a Flossie.
We appreciate the host.
It's so cool.
But Flossie is the oil that makes the show move.
We love God.
It's called #Factuals, but thank you for joining the Flossie So Bossy show. We'd love to have you. We'll be back on Wednesday at 8:45 p.m. Go ahead.
That's y'all then.
That's right, Gerald. Wednesday.
And I'm gonna say this. Now, man, contact me if you want to save your house.
You gotta do your outro.
Oh, look at the baby.
I told him say good night to you, Flossie.
Oh, good night, baby.
All right, stay here, y'all. Say it again.
Good night, good night, beautiful.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man.
Say your outro. Maybe they'll say good night to you. Say your outro.
What?
Say your outro.
I'm out, y'all. Peace. Get out of here.
Bye, y'all. Good night.